Good morning. The class of 2028 may now be seated. I'll ask that everyone please silence your mobile devices. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like to thank you all for joining us this morning for the WVU School of Pharmacy class of 2028. For our visitors, I'm Ashley Barrickman, the Associate Dean of Admissions and Student Affairs. First, I would like to welcome Dean William Petros to the podium.
Thanks, Dr. Berkman, and good morning to everyone. I'm William Petros, oftentimes go by Bill Petros, the Dean of the School of Pharmacy. And on behalf of the faculty and staff, I welcome you to the WVU School of Pharmacy Class of 2028 White Coat Ceremony. I'd like to take just a minute to introduce some of our guests here and those involved in the ceremony this morning. First, Dr. Lisa Petrillo, sitting on stage. You'll hear from her in a few minutes. She's from the School of Pharmacy Class of 2026, and she's president of our School of Pharmacy Alumni Association. As you heard from Dr. Ashley Barrickman, who is our Associate Dean for the Office of Admissions and Student Affairs, and also teaches a lot in our skills laboratories. Dr. Tara Wetzel, and Dr. Lori Hazelhurst, who are faculty, and they'll assist in the ceremony this morning. I'd like to also recognize a group of our faculty that are here and staff that have taken their time to be here to celebrate this occasion this morning, particularly some of our senior administrators, Dr. Paul Lockman, Dr. Mary Stamatakis, and Dr. Khalid Kamal. So students, Mark Twain once said, the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Today, I hope you're getting a little bit closer to answering your why. So we are here to guide you and help you through your time in the school, and then on your path to graduation. But there are obviously others who you may not know that are wishing you well in your studies and on your way to success as a pharmacist. The white coat that you're going to receive today has been donated by a loved one, a faculty member, a staff member, an alumni, a student pharmacist, or a friend of the school. And there's, for those of you who don't know this, there's actually a note in the coat on who donated the coat to them. Wear your coat with pride. It shows you have a strong support system for those who want you to succeed. The obviously other extremely important support system discussed this week are your fellow classmates. You're all in this together, and it's a tradition in professional schools for students to help each other and pull through on the hard times, be them academic or personal. While I was a student here, I made many of my lifelong friends who were not only pharmacy students, but who were studying medicine, nursing, dentistry, or physical therapy. Please take full advantage of those unique multidisciplinary and educational environment that you're in right now. The School of Pharmacy faculty have worked very hard to choose you as the next generation of pharmacists. I realize the students have heard the following characteristics earlier in the week, but I want to repeat just some of those characteristics of your class for the significant others in attendance today. So let's consider just a few things. First, 31 of you come from West Virginia. And to the West Virginia students, we can challenge you by trying to name all the counties these stars fall into. But many of the students, even from out of state, will learn these counties as you serve patients from them. So each star represents a person from those respective counties. There's 31 students that come from West Virginia. Now, on the non-West Virginia students, there's 32 students that are US students that are not from West Virginia. And I won't claim to be geographically exact on these stars, particularly for Pennsylvania, because there's so many of them. But I tried to be as best possible as far as placing where I think your hometown lies in those. Oh, I'm sorry. I was actually going to give you a little bit numbers here. So there's 20 from Pennsylvania, 5 from Virginia, 4 from Maryland, and 1 each from Ohio, Delaware, and Massachusetts. And then we have 1 international student who his hometown is in Iraq. Well, all of you have succeeded at the prescribed science-related prerequisites to get into the School of Pharmacy. At last count, 19 of you already have a bachelor's degree. in some areas, and those areas are pretty diverse, from biology to biochemistry to biomedical sciences, chemistry, dance, health sciences, mathematics, psychology, and statistics. A number of those degrees came with cum laude, magna cum laude, or even summa cum laude Latin honors and designations. At least one of you also has a master's degree. Your average GPA as a class coming in, your college GPA is approximately 3.5, 3.48. So you've garnered many academic honors and awards for your achievements. And obviously, I'm not going to go through all those because we'd be here another hour or so. But they're impressive when you read through them all. And they came from universities and foundations and community groups. You also have exhibited a high degree of empathy, and we look for that when we do interviews. And so you have many community hours and a diverse array of organizations and groups that you serve, and some of you with impressive leadership roles. And there's even an Eagle Scout or two in your group. Now, I'll stop there, but again, your list of achievements are long, and the service projects are impressive, and you'll continue with that, I'm sure, in the School of Pharmacy. Now, as I said, I'm an alumnus of the school from 1983. Yeah, it was an honor for me to share a few thoughts then about your progression here going forth. So the white coat ceremony, it's a milestone, obviously, marking the beginning of your professional career. As you walk across the stage today, you'll receive your white coat, you'll put it on, your journey to the profession of pharmacy will begin on a path that will lead you toward commitment to improving the health of others, similar to the empathy and compassion practiced by the donors of your coats today. Now, our faculty are not only incredible teachers, many are also writing textbooks, identifying health delivery problems, and discovering new ways to prevent disease, while many of them have reached very significant national recognitions. Importantly, the faculty and staff are here and dedicated to helping transform you into outstanding pharmacists. But make no mistake, you'll have to work very hard to walk across that stage in 2028. And we have confidence that each of you can do that. And when you receive your degree, it's very likely that what you're going to go through in the next 4 years is going to be more challenging than what you've gone through academically up until this date. Know that we're here to help you, and we're here to help you fulfill your goal of becoming a pharmacist. But please be proactive, stay ahead of the game, as you've heard multiple times this week, and on your schedule and your study habits. So you're going to learn, obviously, manifestations of the diseases, pharmaceutical sciences, clinical information, and et cetera in the classroom. But then you're going to apply and expand on those knowledges in experiential rotations that begin early and then culminate, obviously, in your 4th year that's all experiential. Many of you said during your admission interviews that you entered the profession of pharmacy to help other people. And while you have the knowledge to treat your patients, you must also be compassionate and earn the trust to provide their care. So what comes to mind if I ask you to provide a 1 or 2 word descriptor of what a pharmacist would be? Everyone has encountered a pharmacist here or there. Is it a medication dispenser? Is it a counselor? Is it an information provider or a vaccinator? I can go on and on. Many of these things are true, but there's so much more to that. Your role will be greater and the opportunities far broader than what you might imagine. And as I told you, just as in my career in pharmacy, it's been tremendously different over the past few decades, and the opportunities that are available for pharmacists and the ways in which they've stepped up in healthcare. In essence, it's everywhere from improving the lives, the health of individuals, to even engaging in the way pharmaceuticals are being delivered throughout the world by innovative research. And so I want to take just a few moments to share some descriptors of what you will become over the next few years well on your path toward pharmacy. So first, you'll become a caregiver. That's pretty obvious, by providing patient-centered care, applying your knowledge to explain drug action and solving therapeutic problems. Second, you'll become a manager, managing patient healthcare needs using personal, financial, technological, and physical resources for them. Third, you'll become a promoter or an innovator, designing prevention, intervention, and educational strategies to manage chronic disease in individual patients and improve health and wellness. Fourth, you'll become a researcher or problem solver. You'll learn to identify problems, explore potential strategies, and design, implement, and evaluate a solution for that individual patient. So, we think of research sometimes as things that's conducted in the lab, but really, oftentimes when you see a patient in clinic, you're researching what that patient's problem is and coming up with a solution that's not always straight out of a textbook. Fifth, you'll become an educator, educating audiences by determining the most effective and enduring ways to impart information and address understanding. Sixth, you'll become a patient advocate, assuring that the patient's best interests are represented and empowering patients to take responsibility for and control of their health. Seventh, you'll become a collaborator. We're almost done. Actively participating as a healthcare team member by demonstrating mutual respect, understanding, and values to meet patients' care needs. Eighth, you'll become an includer to demonstrate an attitude that is respectful of different cultures and patients' beliefs. And finally, you'll become a communicator, effectively communicating verbally and non-verbally when interacting with patients and groups. So think back at these descriptors as you go through your classes, as you join student organizations, as you participate in activities. I'll predict you'll be amazed at how your thoughts and skills and attitudes will have changed and shaped the way you're going into these roles. Our students have certainly demonstrated these traits throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, and they actually received national accolades for their activities in combating and getting us all through it. So similar to our WVU values of service, curiosity, respect, accountability, and appreciation, the pledge of professionalism you're going to take today paves the way for all you do on your journey. You're pledging to set forth on a life marked by self-awareness, on leadership, innovation, ethics, honor, and professionalism as a pharmacy student, and eventually as a doctor of pharmacy. So I've had the opportunity to practice in many areas of pharmacy over the past several decades of my career, but the education that started here gave me lifelong mentoring, an approach to learning that I received that was instrumental throughout my career. WVU is a very unique place. Dream big of your future pharmacy career, but don't be surprised if what you achieve goes well beyond your dreams. A former colleague of mine, Dr. Barbara Wells, recently said, "A pharmacy degree can provide a life of significance and meaningful connections." So I can assure you that in my 35 plus career in cancer research at WVU and at Duke at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, in addition to my appointment as dean, we're well beyond what I envisioned when I graduated and I was sitting in your chairs. My sincerest congratulations on receiving your white coat today. It's a symbol of professionalism, trust, and authority. Wear it with pride, wear it with humility, and always a promise of joyfully serving others. So we're honored that you have selected WVU as your home for the next 4 years. And I look forward to seeing the impact you will have on our community. As our beloved and voice of the WVU Mountaineers, Tony Critty, likes to say, it's a great day to be a Mountaineer. So finally, I would like to thank our faculty and staff who organized this event today, as well as our student volunteers who gave up their day to be here with us, or the morning to be here with us. And now I'd like to introduce again Dr. Lisa Petrillo, who will share some remarks on behalf of the School of Pharmacy Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dean Petros, and welcome. What an inspiring welcome message from him. So it was a great honor to welcome you on behalf of the WVU School of Pharmacy Alumni Association and your alumni family. Our network of over 3,500 graduates has made significant impact on the profession of pharmacy across various settings, including hospitals, retail, academia, managed care, public health, industry, and leadership. Our alumni have served as clinicians, managers, directors, and deans. We are excited you have chosen WVU as your pathway to professional success and look forward to the contributions you will make in your profession in the coming years. Serving as the Alumni Association president has allowed me to reconnect with alumni of all ages and reflect on the exceptional education I received at WVU. I remember sitting where you are now, more than 2 decades ago, filled with both excitement and nervousness as I embarked on the next chapter of my life. I recall the honor of putting on the crisp white coat and anticipating where my time at WVU would take me. Over those 4 years, I forged lifelong friendships, found mentors, and acquired the tools necessary for a fulfilling career. The WVU School of Pharmacy will prepare you not only to be experts in medications and the treatment of disease states, but also to communicate effectively with patients and fellow healthcare professionals in an empathetic and compassionate manner. Our role in healthcare is essential for ensuring patients receive the highest level of care possible. As you begin your professional journey, I'd like to offer some pearls that were impactful to me as a student and early in my career for gaining the most from your time in your doctoral program. You have worked incredibly hard to reach this point, and there is much more hard work ahead. Despite your best preparations and plans, unexpected challenges will arise. Embrace these challenges as opportunities for professional and personal growth. Overcoming stress and adversity is crucial for staying committed to your aspirations, and each obstacle will contribute to your growth and resilience. Let your values guide you, establish a strong support system, and prioritize both your physical and mental health. Be open-minded and push yourself out of your comfort zone. Our profession offers many diverse opportunities in healthcare. Engage in meaningful experiences and capitalize on them. I encourage you to connect with and network with fellow alumni. West Virginia and WVU is a supportive family. For those new to West Virginia and Morgantown, welcome to an incredible community. You'll find the kindest, strongest, and most passionate people, especially about our Mountaineers. Take advantage of all this area has to offer, from delicious local restaurants to incredible outdoor adventures. Thank you for this opportunity to represent our alumni here today, and best wishes to the class of 2028 on your next chapter. And go Mountaineers!
Now I would like to welcome Dr. Tara Wetzel, Associate Professor in the Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Class Advisor, to lead the students in the Pledge of Professionalism. Students, would you please stand?
All right, if the class of 2028 will please raise your right hand and repeat after me. And it's up here for you to follow along as well. As a student and future pharmacist, I dedicate myself to becoming a caring and knowledgeable healthcare professional. In so doing, I will employ the values of integrity, ethical behavior, and accountability. I will strive to achieve the highest ideals in teamwork and unity within the profession. I dedicate my life to continually update my knowledge and skills in order to provide optimal patient care. In fostering professionalism as a student pharmacist, I will uphold the WVU School of Pharmacy codes of academic and professional standards and integrity. I take this pledge voluntarily and will uphold its ideals as I advance toward full membership in the profession. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Amar, would you please bring Evan Anderson's row to the stage? I would now like to introduce our faculty. The rest of you may be seated. I will now like to introduce our faculty who will be donning the white coats, Dr. Tara Wetzel, who you just heard from, and Dr. Lori Hazelhurst. Students will be receiving their white coat. They will pause for a picture, so families feel free to take pictures, and then sign the Pledge of Professionalism before returning to their seats. All right. Evan Anderson, Bridgeport, West Virginia. Jared Beluski, Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Great job. Jackie Barreras from Douglasville, Pennsylvania. Inez Behrens from Bridgeport, West Virginia. Sophie Bischoff from Oakland, Maryland. Chloe Bonifacio from LaVale, Maryland. Alexandra Kramer from Richmond, Virginia. Mitchell Cushy from Washington, Pennsylvania. Haya Daklala from Morgantown, West Virginia. Jaden Davis from Houston, Pennsylvania. Marissa Davis from Clarksburg, West Virginia. Caden Delaney from Grafton, West Virginia. Kaylee Demarest from Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. Elena Dye from Lewisburg, West Virginia. Thomas Galbraith II from New Brighton, Pennsylvania. Annabelle Goddard Shingleton from Bridgeport, West Virginia. Brooklyn Grant from Brownsville, Pennsylvania. Myra Grossman from Framingham, Massachusetts. Lauren Haraski from Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. Cassie Hargis from Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Blake Hendricks from Wilmington, Delaware. Haley Anna Holiday from Lewisburg, West Virginia. Haley Keffer from Oak Hill, West Virginia. Cecilia Kennedy from Clarksburg, West Virginia. Evan LaVale from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Gavin Legg from Winfield, West Virginia. Sophia Livelsberger from Waterford, Virginia. Lily Markowski from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Josh McAvoy from Fallensby, West Virginia. Brady McMullen from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Haley Mead from Princeton, West Virginia. Emma Miller from Bunker Hill, West Virginia. Hunter Milligan from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Mohammed Ali Mohammed from Najaf, Iraq. Hannah Muir from Salzburg, Pennsylvania. Austin Nestor from Wheeling, West Virginia. Ryan Pack from Wheeling, West Virginia. Riley Patrick from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ethan Pongsugri from Scott Depot, West Virginia. McKenna Popish from Weirton, West Virginia. Madison Rose from North Huntingdon, Pennsylvania. Serena Salih from Forest, Virginia. Alyssa Shepis from Finleyville, Pennsylvania. Good job. Hannah Shinton from Moseley, Virginia. Kylie Scorvin from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hallie Snyder, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Natalie Snyder from Cowan, West Virginia. Madeline St. Mary from Rossford, Ohio. Bethany Tanner from Fairmont, West Virginia. Sarah Taylor from Princeton, West Virginia. Brooke Thomas from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Madison Trippett from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Zoe Sikoris from Wheeling, West Virginia. Caitlin Yule from Cumberland, Maryland. Noah Usher from Perryopolis, Pennsylvania. Ryan Virgili from Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. Benjamin White from Bluefield, Virginia. Chase Wilcox from Morgantown, West Virginia. Reva Will from Dunkirk, Maryland. Gracie Wright from Chester, West Virginia. Would everyone please join me in congratulating the class of 2028? We want to thank all of you for being with us today as we celebrate the first rite of passage for the West Virginia University School of Pharmacy class of 2028. This will be the first of many celebrations highlighting their achievements and progress through their goal of becoming Doctor of Pharmacy graduates. We ask all students, faculty, staff, and guests to exit the auditorium into the foyer area. We have individually packaged specialty cookies and bottled water for you in the pylons area. The Cook Heyman Pharmacy Museum will also be open for guided tours, and a few student organizations are selling School of Pharmacy items. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have safe travels.